Fire!
Yeah! Impact! Welcome back to the channel. Go ahead and do me a favor. It's been like 4 months. I need some help. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and put something down there. Let me know you're here, right? Check it out. Today, we are here to talk about the Gas Gun Show. So, what is the Gas Gun Show? Let me show you.
Impact! 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 Impact!
Kitty needs 5.
Impact! Impact!
And 4.9.
Alright, who went first last night?
Hey!
One first, and
Impact! Impact!
All right, so let me tell you a little bit about it. So basically, me and my buddies have been shooting gas guns competitions for, a while now. And while we find all of them to be fun and different in their own way, we wanted to do something different. So I noticed in a lot of gas gun matches, there is a trend to what I call dust and adjust. And what that means is like, you have an unlimited round count, right? Kind of takes the precision out of it. Just shoot as fast as you can until you hear impact, until you hear hit, and then move on. Which, at the same time though, don't really necessarily want to shoot PRS with it. So how do you, have a gas gun do gas gun things, and at the same time have make it more sporty? So what we decided to do was take a certain amount of hits per stage and give you a few extra rounds. For instance, on a 10-round stage or 10-hit stage, I'm giving you 15 rounds. So you have your extra rounds to pick up for a gas gun to shoot it like a gas gun, but at the same time, you're not just going to burn your barrel down. So also, at a lot of gas gun matches, there seems to be a tendency of rather large targets, like 2 mil wide targets. At the same time, PRS has, 2 MOA and all the way down to sub MOA targets. So how do we rectify that? Well, at the gas gun show, it's very simple. If you're going to shoot prone or modified prone, you can expect, depending on whether on the wind conditions, as small as 2 minutes, but as large as 4 minutes, weather dependent. So we want you to make impacts. We want you to go fast, but this format is here to reward the shooter with the best wind calls and the best dope, not the guy that can just burn it down the fastest and see what hits. The Gas Gun Show is a series started this year. We've put on 5 matches so far, and we are having one hell of a time doing it. I'm bringing it to you people now because I want to show you what we've been up to. So basically, for the better part of for a long time, I've been shooting what you'd call precision gas gun matches, right? Been all over the U.S. doing it, had a really good time doing it. But there hasn't been a whole lot of stops in Texas, which I think is odd because, according to series like the PRS and things like that, the biggest region in shooting is the Central Division, right? That line from Texas and going up. And most of them are in Texas. So I think it's weird that we don't have a lot of stops in Texas. So I wanted to start a series, not just to be, region focused, because now it's not, we are growing. But because there was some things I wanted to see in different, precision gas gun matches that I hadn't seen yet. So let's talk about it. The Gas Gun Show is a 4-division, 8 to 10 stage event. We have one every single month, and then we're having a 2-day at the end of the year. And when I mean a 2-day, I mean a legit pro 2-day match. More details coming up on that later. We have a crap ton of supporters, shooter supporters this year. I would say sponsors, but we're not taking any money from anybody right now. We're taking 0 money from sponsors. Everything we get from sponsors is going towards the shooters. The 2 days will be a sponsored event, but that's more, like I said, more to come on that later. So, what makes the Gas Gun Show different? Great question. So, at a lot of precision gas gun matches, the way the divisions are broken up has more to do about weight than it does to be caliber, and barrel length than it does caliber. And I haven't seen that to be the biggest, maker of differences. Also, usually unlimited round counts. Doesn't matter if it's if there's a magazine limit, but you can use as many as you want. When I see someone show up to the line to shoot a precision match, a 10 possible hit stage with a Magpul D60, that doesn't scream precision to me. That screams dust and adjust, which, that's fun. That's cool. I've done it, and there's a place for that. There's a lot of different gas gun series out there, right? So you've got like IWI gas gun series. You have the Geisley gas gun series. You have QP. You have the guys out in Arizona do some cool and stuff. There's a guy that started one over Louisiana. Forgive me for not knowing what that series was called. There's a lot of guys are putting on some cool stuff, and I haven't shot them all, but I've been looking at different series and the shooters and what the commonplace is for things, and I wanted to do something different because I felt like to me it was needed. The Gas Gun Show is very, very shooter focused. I want every shooter to have fun, but I want the best shooter to win. How I figured that out, or how I think I figured that out, has been pretty simple. So we have a limited round count. So is it Virginia count like PRS or anything like that? No, absolutely not. But is it, can you just shoot as much as you want with and then if you hit, you're good? No. Why do I not do an unlimited round count?
Because otherwise people go hammer down all day long.
And what does that not promote?
Accuracy.
How it works is pretty simple. If it's a 10 hit stage, if you need 10 hits to clean the stage, we're going to give you 15 rounds. It's a +5 event. If there's 12, you're going to get 17, so on and so forth. And what we've done is we've actually taken the targets. I've shot at a lot of matches and we made them a bit smaller. I think there's a big, separation in thinking when it comes to precision guns. If you've got good ammo and a good barrel, your gun's capable of shooting better than a mil wide target, a 2 mil target. It's capable of a lot more than you think. A lot of guys with the right setup are getting, quarter MOA, some half MOA groups out of their guns. Now, are we shooting quarter MOA and half MOA targets? Absolutely not. We're not doing that. But in a perfectly stable position, like prone, modified prone, something like that, you should be able to hit a 2-minute target. Yeah. Cadillac. So we've got a target at 100. We have a KYL at, 350, 450?
450.
450. And first target's hit to move. After that, it's hit or miss. Let's go.
Safe.
Impact. 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 Impact.
All right. Now, is this a 1,000-yard, 1,500-yard match? No. On average, all the targets are going to be between 200 and 700 yards. You might have a couple separator stages where we might have you shoot beyond that, but the meat and potatoes is going to be between 200 and 700 yards. Some stuff might be closer. Who knows? This is going to be a mostly positional match, right? We're going to get you off your belly. You're going to shoot positional. So people have been looking for something to test their platforms on, and I think we have a really good recipe for that. So let me show you how it works.
Impact. Impact.
Yes.
Impact.
Get it. You can
Impact.
do it. All right. So we've got 4 divisions. So divisions are as follows. So you have yourself the Recce division. So that is 223 only, 1 bag only, a bipod that doesn't exceed 14 inches when fully deployed, and an LPVO. So that's it. Reason why is this is like the everyday guys like setup, right? You have an LPVO on your 223, and you got 1 bag, you got a bipod. It's not a gear race. We want you to come out. We want you to do well. So yeah, that's Recce. We'll get back to the importance of the limitations of that in a little bit. And as far as verbiage, guys, Recce, DMR, open, all that stuff, it's what we're calling it. If you have another name for something, cool. But that's what we call it. So that's the Recce division. So from there, we've got DMR. So for DMR, there is, it's 223, 308 only, and there are no gear limitations. There are no optic limitations. You can shoot with tripods, you can shoot with skypods, you can shoot with, 3 different optics on there if you want. You can do whatever you want, right? Just as long as you're not exceeding 3,200 feet per second, you're going to be all right. From there, we have open, which is quite literally run what you brung. As long as it's a gas gun and it's, not going over 3,200 feet per second, that doesn't mess steel up, we're cool with you running it. 6.5 Creedmoor, 6 Creedmoor. Well, sorry, I've seen 6 GT, I've seen 6 Max, I've seen 22 ARC, 6 ARC, all that stuff. Bring it. If you want to run 223 or 308 in there too, you can, but you don't have to. I don't see why you would. And that's our open division, right? So, and then after that, we have skills division. So we made skills division for a reason. So at the gas gun show, for the first 3 divisions, meaning Recce, DMR, and open, there is no coaching. What that means is while you're on the clock, you are on your own. If you're off 3/10 of a plate, we're not going to give you a call. There's no coaching on the clock. That is a big rule to us. There's no coaching. There's no prepping. There's no like you can't go and set up a sight picture on a barricade before you start. You're going to shoot everything fresh, and you're going to do it with no coaching. Skills is for guys that are just getting into this sport, that are just getting into precision shooting, and we want you to be successful. So we're going to put you in. So if you sign up for skills division, we're going to coach you as much as you want us to. We're going to talk you on the plate. We're going to make sure you get impacts. We're going to make sure you're squared away. We want you to have fun. We want you to just come out and enjoy yourself. Still no sight pictures on props because for match speed, things like that. Being able to get sight pictures on props, we found can take a 3-4 hour match and extend it to 5 and 6 hours. It really is that bad. When you show up to a match, you're going to check in. You're going to get yourself a match book that's going to show all your stages and what you're going to do in them. And then you're going to get your stage assignment. And after that, you're going to go to your stage and you're going to get ready. From there, it's up to you. There are a few requirements at Gas Gun Show for the match directors, for instance. Like, we're not going to make you shoot absurd targets. We're not going to make you shoot way too far. We're going to keep it in the capabilities of the system you have. And you're always going to have good, real lunch, and you're going to have water everywhere. We want you to be focused on shooting, not focused on when you need to eat and all that good stuff. Staying hydrated is big in Texas. So where is the Gas Gun Show? Great question. So the Gas Gun Show for 2025 is in 3 locations. You're going to find it at Freestone Shooting Complex, right in the center of Texas. You're going to find it at Gravestone in North Texas, right just west of Fort Worth. And you're going to find it at Battle Springs Ranch, just over the border in Oklahoma. So you have 3 different venues, and I do mean 3 very different venues. Freestone, for instance, is a mostly square range where you're going to have a lot of lanes to shoot through off a very long firing line with a whole crap ton of props. Check this out.
Impact.
Impact!
Impact.
Impact! Impact!
And then you have Gravestone, for instance. Gravestone is a terrain match, right? You're going to shoot through a lot of different lanes off different terrain. There's a lot of cool wind breaks. It's a very tricky place. 2 very different places, right?
Impact! Impact! Yep! Impact! Impact!
Then you've got Battle Springs Ranch, which couldn't be more different from the first 2. Battle Springs Ranch is a massive ranch where they have a shooting tower or whatever they call it. You're going to have several different long-range shooting areas, different cuts you're going to shoot through, big pans, and there's that Oklahoma wind everybody always talks about.
Impact! Impact!
Oh, I was smoking, and then I kept inhaling it, and I'm going through bourbon to the
Impact! Impact! Safe!
So 3 different places, and at Freestone, I will be your match director. At Gravestone, you got Jeremy Moore, and up at Battle Springs Ranch, you got Tyler Black. Guys that have been doing this for a long time, minus me, but I am figuring this out. How does the series work? Well, it's pretty simple. We hold a match every single month, and your score counts if you do 2 things, right? You shoot at least 3 matches. You have to shoot at least once at every single location. We want you to get the full experience. Now, starting next year, we'll be expanding the Gas Gun Show across the country. Right now, I'm taking applications from different match directors and range owners and people like that to, expand our capabilities. This has become very, very popular very, very quickly. I can tell you, we knew we were going to be putting one on at the very beginning of January, but I did not announce it until almost the middle of December because I wanted to see if we'd struck gold or if we'd struck out. And opened up 64 spots, and they sold out very quickly. And since then, we have 100-person events, and they've been wildly successful. I think it's really important to say the rules, it's a living document. What I mean by that is we've made changes as we go. If we see a hole in the rules, or if we see something that can be made better for the shooting experience, for the competitor's experience, that's what we're going to do. There's not a, hey, this is wrong. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to make it work for this year, then we'll talk about it next year. No. This is something that we want to make every single event better than the event before. To do that, we need y'all's input, and we take y'all's input very, very seriously. So, yeah, how's it work? Well, you're going to get 110 seconds on the clock. And with a times plus points event, which is what this is, time plus points, and I'll get into that in a second, adding more time doesn't make it easier to score on, because the lowest time with the points wins. How that works out is pretty simple. It is your finish time plus penalties, and the penalties are as such. They are 30 seconds for any unhit target per target. So what does that mean? That means you can't game it. If you're about to finish a stage and you want to burn 3 rounds before the time goes out, you're just going to add more and more time to yourself. And if you actually burn rounds on purpose just to try to get through the stage, you're actually going to get a prohibited action penalty, a PAP of 45 seconds on top of those hits. It's not something we want to see. This is meant to go out, test your gear, test yourselves, and have a good time. Squad with your friends and, help grow a community, which is what we've been doing. How do one days work? Well, they're a lot different from other one days. You're going to see a prize table at every single event. For instance, right now, you're going to see a prize table that includes companies like IWI, Sun and Shadow, Trigger Tech, Coing, Leupold, Tactical Brass Recovery, Caples Precision, of course, Shaw Barrels. Seekins Precision, they've stepped up massive. At the end of the season, the shooter that shoots 223 with the best 5 scores, and the 308 shooter with the best 5 scores, they're going to receive kick-ass prizes from Seekins. The best 223 shooter is going to get a Seekins DMR, and the best 308 is going to get an SP10. So, thank you, Seekins Precision. That's dope. We're bringing away all kinds of stuff. And the way we do prize tables is pretty cool. We do trophies for every single division, and we do trophies for, so you're going to have one for Open, DMR, Recce, Skills, Top Lady, Top Junior, Top LEO, Top Senior. For these one-day matches, we do a random draw prize table. Why do we do that? Well, if you've been to 2-day matches, you'll notice that, the guy that wins it might be sponsored by Night Force, and he might pick up a Leupold scope at the end of it and then go sell it in the parking lot. So that does nothing for the exposure of the company or for the shooter. So what we decided to do was give it away, and we do it randomly. And so far, that has been something that has gotten people to come back more and more and more, and we are going to stick with it. It's pretty rad. Let's get to the 2-day. So how does the 2-day work? Well, the 2-day works like this. Throughout the year, once you shoot your 3 matches and you've shot at least 1 at every facility, we're going to take your top 3 scores, put them together, and that's the points race, right, for each division. That's where it's going to have you showing out for where you're going to end up shooting at the very end of the year. More on that later. That will be in December. That will be a standard prize table where we will have, the top guys walk first. We want you to come out and have a damn good time. Have a lot of cool sponsors jumping on board. We're going to be talking about that sooner than later. But yeah, and I do mean a real 2-day, guys. I'm pumped about this. I have never shot a gas gun 2-day, a real one anyways. And what I mean by that is if you haven't seen a PRS or an NRL 2-day, and the amenities included and the things you get to do during the day and all that stuff, stay tuned. It's going to be rad. So where can you find the Gas Gun Show? Well, you can find it on Practice Score. You can find it at gasgunshow.com, and you can find it on Instagram and Facebook. How do you get a hold of me? Super simple. DM me or message me on Facebook or Instagram through the Gas Gun Show or my private page. Doesn't matter. There's an email available on the website. Just DM me. It's a lot easier. But yeah, drop down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys think it's awesome, if it's the dumbest thing you've ever heard. I want to make a match that really highlights what a gas gun can do. And you would think, for instance, an overall open guy's going to win, right? Nope. The first 3 matches were all won by a guy in Recce with a 223, 1 bag, 1 bipod, nothing else, and just showing up with an LPVO and just absolutely smoking shit. I mean, just absolutely crushing it. And that's what we want to see. That's how it makes it know what we've been doing as far as scoring and how the divisions work is fair. If you have any questions, jump them down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. I'm super pumped on it. We'll be filming more and more as the year goes on. And yeah, guys, thanks for checking it out. We'll talk to y'all later. hear about the haters. But why can't we shoot more? Okay. Got a quick question. What is the gas gun show? Why do you shoot it?
A good way to push your AR platform past, normal 50, 25, 100-yard ranges. Good way to test it with 5.56 and small cartridges. And I shoot it for fun. You don't get to do that. It's a new series. Nothing I've seen in the DFW area, so it's fun.
Very humbling. Yeah, it'll humble you real quick.
It's just a fun way to spend an afternoon, right? You know, the competition is much more low stress. You're out here with your friends enjoying the nice weather. It changes ranges every competition, which is awesome. That's fun. And it's a good way to get your friends out that haven't shot competitions before.
Right on. Anything else, boys?
Good test of skills.
Yep, humbling. Definitely humbling.
Hell yeah. Hey, it's that giant Asian guy.
What?
Oh, wait. I can say that because it's his tag.
That's my people's thing. You can't do that.
I can call you giant Asian guy. It's your literal tag.
That's like me calling you a ginger.
I am a ginger.
Pretend that